Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Aquatic Center. Today, welcome to our third annual 2020 City of Weslaco Dual Meet between Weslaco East and Weslaco High Schools. I would like to take a moment to recognize some special guests that are with us today. Mr. Roy Stroman, from Weslaco, Athletic Coordinator from Weslaco High School, Mr. Coach Michael Burgett, Athletic Coordinator from Weslaco East High School, and Dr. David Gamboa, Weslaco East High School Principal. Before we begin with our meet, we'd like to take a few minutes to spotlight our seniors and their parents. These seniors have spent many hours at this facility, many meets competing here, and we'd like to give them a wonderful send-off with this ceremony. Senior from Weslaco High School, Derek Cantu. Derek is accompanied by his parents, Mary Lou and Thomas Cantu. He is a 4-year veteran varsity swimmer. His accomplishments include being a 4-year regional qualifier, a TISCA qualifier. He will be a top 10 graduate. He is a 4-year honor roll student. He is a member of the Rotary Club, and he is a DECA state qualifier. Additionally, Derek is a part of the National Honor Society, the Science National Honor Society, BPA, and the Culinary Arts Program. After high school, Derek plans to attend the University of Texas, where he plans to study psychology and biology. He then plans to further his studies and attend medical school, where he hopes to obtain a medical degree in psychology. From Weslaco East High School, John Miller. John Miller is accompanied by his parents, James and Maria Miller. His accomplishments in high school include being a 4-year letterman, and he is the current record holder of the Weslaco East High School boys 100-yard freestyle, and he is also a member of the Weslaco East High School boys 200-yard medley relay. John is also a member of the National Honor Society and a member of the Criminal Justice Club. His plans after high school include to attend Boston University, where he plans to pursue a law degree. Yasmin Cárdenas from Weslaco High School. Yasmin is accompanied by her parents, Raquel and Alejandro Cárdenas. She is a 3-year varsity swimmer. Her accomplishments include being a regional qualifier and finalist last year, and she has been a part of the Weslaco High School choir for 4 years. After high school, Yasmin plans to attend Texas State University and study psychology. With her studies, she plans to be a therapist. From Weslaco East High School, Julia Iván Nájera. Julia is accompanied by her parents, Rolando Nájera and Julia Nájera. Her accomplishments include being a certified in first aid lifeguard. She is a regional qualifier, a 4-year varsity swimmer. She is currently the varsity swimming co-captain. She was a regional finalist in last year's regional meet, and she has placed 2nd overall in the 2018 Tri-Girl Sprint Triathlon. Julia is a member participated in Weslaco East girls basketball, Weslaco East track and field, and she is a member of the Weslaco East Fishing Club. After high school, she plans to attend Texas A&M Kingsville and pursue a career in becoming a personal injury lawyer. Tyler Dillard from Weslaco High School. Tyler is accompanied by his parents, Michael and Roxana Dillard. He is a 2-year varsity swimmer. Tyler's accomplishments include being an honor graduate and being a dual enrollment student. He participates in graduate AP classes and on-ramp classes and is a part of the audio-video production course. In the future, Tyler plans to attend the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, where he plans to pursue his bachelor's degree. Brianna Nicole Villarreal from Weslaco East High School. Brianna is accompanied by her parents, Enrique and Julia Villarreal. Her accomplishments include being a regional qualifier and finalist for the girls 200 freestyle relay and the 200 medley relay. Brianna is a captain of the Weslaco East High School swim team. She is historian for the Weslaco East High School Student Council. She is president of the Weslaco East High School FCCLA Chapter 1. She is a member of the National Honor Society. She is a student council representative for HOSA, and she is a dancer at the dance company. After high school, Brianna's plans are to attend Sam Houston University, where she plans to pursue a degree and study early education. From Weslaco High School, Peyton Price. Peyton is accompanied by his parents, Scott and Yvette Price. He is a 4-year varsity swimmer. His accomplishments include being a gold medalist in the 200-yard freestyle, and he is a certified Red Cross lifeguard. Peyton has also been a member of the Audio Video Production Club. His future plans include to attend the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley or Texas State University and study occupational therapy. From Weslaco East High School, Beatriz Zambrano. Beatriz is accompanied by her father, Sergio Zambrano, her grandfather, Raul Zambrano, and her sisters, Clarissa and Brianna Zambrano. In high school, Beatriz's accomplishments include graduating with her cosmetology license. She was a qualifier for regionals during her first year of varsity competition as well. In her years of high school, she has also participated in softball, track, volleyball, dance, and the drama club. After high school, Beatriz plans to attend Grand Canyon University, where she will pursue a degree in education. She also plans to own a salon while attending GCU. Kiana Reyes from Weslaco High School. Kiana is accompanied by her parents, Jaime Reyes and Frida Reyes. She is a 4-year varsity swimmer. Her accomplishments include being a member of the relays, and she is a 4-year regional qualifier. Kiana is also a 4-year member of the Dreamettes drill team, excuse me, and she's a 2-year officer on the drill team. After high school, she plans to attend college and study psychology and minor in criminal justice. From Weslaco High School, Jessica Cantu. Jessica is accompanied by her parents, Yolanda Cantu. She is a 3-year varsity swimmer. Her accomplishments include being a regional qualifier and finalist, and she is currently a co-captain of the swim team. Jessica is a member of the Science National Honor Society, the Sign Language Club, and a member of Skills USA. Her future plans include to attend college at Texas State or Texas A&M and study to be an architect. Here at the Aquatic Center, we are proud of all of our swimmers and their accomplishments, and if I can get everyone to give them a big round of applause.
At the Weslaco ISD Aquatic Center, it is the 2020 dual meet between Weslaco High School and Weslaco East High School. This is the final competition, the final relays before district competition next week. Hello everybody, Carlos Roberto along with Mike Gonzalez here, and here we are once again at the Aquatic Center where we should have some good relays going on between these two schools. And Mike Gonzalez, we had heard a lot over the past few years about Darrell Wells and Brock Bloomquist. Who are some of the new names we're going to be talking about this year?
Well, Carlos, fans will be familiar with the names of Nathan Parker, only a junior, Noah Valadez, only a junior, Derek Cantu, a young senior, and Henry Sander, an upcoming sophomore. Those are some names to look out for Weslaco High boys. Yeah,
Nathan Parker, remember him from last year along with Valadez. What kind of impact are they going to have on the Weslaco High School boys team?
Well, four of those boys are in the medley relay team. They hope to get back to regionals just like they had these past couple of years. Nathan is potential state qualifier is what Coach Trevino tells me, along with Noah Valadez, another potential state qualifier there. Derek, they call him the hardest worker on the team. He's a captain. He sets an example for the rest of the team. And then Henry Sander, motivated, pushes himself, reminds Coach Trevino a lot of Brock Bloomquist. Yep. And he's already had a great season so far. He's going to try to beat one of his records today.
I know when you're talking about Weslaco East High School and the boys team over there, you got to talk about John Miller, because he is one of those individuals. Seems like every year he does pretty well, and this year he's a senior.
Yeah, this year he's a senior, and he is the best swimmer for Weslaco East this year. They call him the best swimmer since Jared Rohn, and that's according to Coach Josie Ramirez. He qualified for regionals last year. Dimitri Leal, a junior. They got Joshua Bloss, only a sophomore, and Carlos Jimenez, another sophomore. So they have a mixture of a senior, junior, and 2 sophomores in their relay team that's already broken the school record.
Yeah, Jared Rohn has some Weslaco East High School records. Miller also has some records. We'll check to see if any of those are broken here tonight. All right, let's talk a little bit about the girls' teams now. And at Weslaco High School, who should we look out for over there?
Well, they have some girls that are veterans as well, starting with Kiana Reyes, a senior, who they call the fastest swimmer in the team. She's going to compete in the 50 and 100 meter freestyle. And Yasmin Cardenas, another senior, hardest worker in the team. She's very dedicated. They love her work ethic. She'll also compete in the 50 and 100 freestyle. But today they don't expect her to swim, according to Coach Trevino. And they also have some freshmen, Carlos, to look out for. Dene Hernandez, they call her a strong swimmer. Candace Calderon, she'll compete in the 50 and 100 freestyle, 100 backstroke. Ashley Siller will also compete in the 50 and 100 freestyle. They have a mixture, Carlos, of 7 seniors, 16 freshmen. So a lot of veterans, a lot of youth, and they have about 4 or 5 sophomores and juniors in this team. So yeah, overall, they are young. but they also have a lot of experience.
All right, we're still waiting for the national anthem to take part here in a little bit. It was also Parents' Night, so we recognize the seniors and some of the parents here earlier before this broadcast. We taped that, and now we're live here at the Aquatic Center. Mike Gonzalez, the Weslaco East High School girls, a team that keeps clawing and hoping to make regionals this year.
Yeah, absolutely, Carlos. That's a team that has a lot of heart. They work very, very hard, put in a lot of hours, just like everybody else does. Last year, they qualified in regionals in the medley and the freestyle, and they have 3 of those girls back, starting with Brianna Villarreal, a senior. She's the captain of the team. She will also compete in the 100 freestyle, the 50 freestyle, and Beatriz Zambrano, another senior. She's a 3-year letterman, and she'll compete in the same events as Brianna. And Julia Najera, another senior, she's competing in the 100 breaststroke, and she's aiming to break the school record, Carlos. The record is 132.99. In October, she swam 133, so keep an eye on that.
Yeah, she came real close to almost breaking the school record. Maybe it'll happen today. Maybe it'll happen at district competition. We'll see what happens here. Getting ready for the national anthem. We'd like to also recognize our 2 coaches, Josie Ramirez from Weslaco East, the high school coach at Weslaco East High School, and Alexandra Trevino from Weslaco High School. So we'd like to thank them for inviting KWES out here for this broadcast. National anthem should start here in a little bit, and then we'll get to our relay. So Mike Gonzalez, exciting. I know that last year we had Los Fresnos win the district competition because district was here. This coming year, though, it's going to be in Brownsville, not here at Weslaco High School.
That's going to take place.
Weslaco ISD.
Right. That's going to take place January 25th in the beautiful Aquatic Center in Brownsville. And last year we had the honor of hosting that event. It was great. And and that's what this meet is for. Both of these schools are preparing for that big meet in a few weeks.
All right, so here we go, getting started here, national anthem, and then we'll be starting off with our first competition, which will be the girls' 200-yard medley relay. And KWES is live at the Weslaco ISD Aquatic Center, where it is the dual meet, the 2020 competition, the City of Weslaco dual meet between Weslaco East High School and Weslaco High School. We got various competitions taking place. It was also senior night earlier today here at the Aquatic Center, so we got to recognize the seniors on this squad, also recognize our parents this evening here. So welcome everybody to this competition. The 200-yard medley is first, the relay with the girls team from Weslaco High School. And it's a dual meet, so all you're going to see, it's going to go by pretty quick. I know we had district competition. That was about what, a 3 or 4 hour event. This is going to be probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hour competition between these two schools. It should be good. We're also going to have a little bit of a break in between. There'll be about a 10-15 minute break in between the events. That's per UIL rules, so they'll get an opportunity to rest up, stretch out a little bit before the second half of competition.
Yeah, Coach Trevino says that after the 8th race is where they expect to have that 10 to 15 minute break, and then we'll continue with the 9th race. And so looks like everybody's still getting ready for the competition. And we have a good crowd here, Carlos. As you mentioned, we had Parents' Night here, and it's always nice to have the. Can you hear
So there you see the girls team, and girls team a little bit there, getting ready for their competition.
Yeah, they're saying hi to the cameras there. A great job. Yeah, that looks like a shot of Julia Najera, one of the seniors from the Lady Wildcats.
We'll start off with the 200-yard medley relay team. Then the boys will come out here. The boys also have their 200-yard medley. Then the girls' 200-yard freestyle, boys' 200-yard freestyle. Then the girls' 200-yard IM, boys' IM, and then the 50-yard freestyle. Those will be our first few relays that will take place here, or relays and competitions that will take place here at the Aquatic Center. Looks like they'll be using what's that going to be? 3 and 4 lanes, 3 and 4 it looks like, or 4 and 5. We'll see once they get going, but they got access to all 8 lanes. Only 2 schools competing here.
Yeah, the East girls, they did qualify for regionals in the 200 medley and the 200 freestyle. Weslaco High also qualified for regionals last year in the 200 medley. 3 of those girls are back from that relay team. So this should be a really good race, Carlos. We have 2 schools that qualify for regionals, and so when you have a lot coming back from last year, you have that experience, you're fired up, and you're kind of aiming to get back to regionals, which is always one of the goals for these swimmers.
Great sportsmanship between these 2 teams, as always, between the 2 swimming teams. They practice in this facility together. They practice at the same time. You'll see them here after school. So great friendly competition between the High girls and the East girls as we're getting ready for our first competition. And this is the last competition before they go on to district competition, which will be next week in Brownsville, and then regional competition after that. For Weslaco East, the 200. The 200 medley record was set back in 2013 by Rodriguez, Lu, Bustos, and Garza with a record of 2:24.84. That's a 200 medley women's girl East competition record. On the as far as Weslaco High is concerned, on the girls' side, it was Parker, Cano, Horta, and Torres, and that record was set in 2017 with a time of 2:14.46.
So keep an eye, Carlos, on the record that was set a few years ago on the girls' side. Weslaco High comes in with a seating time of 2:22.46. So they do have an opportunity to perhaps set a school record in this race.
Got a good crowd on hand here with it being senior night. And not only that, but it's a Friday night. Usually these meets are on Saturdays in the middle of the day. Here you got a Friday night. So you got a big crowd on hand here to watch their kids. I know that you said that there were 16 freshmen that are on this squad, so that's something to look forward to. So I'm sure a lot of the parents of the freshmen coming out and seeing their kids here practice or perform here tonight.
Well, I know one person that's really happy about that is Coach Trevino, knowing that she's going to lose some talented swimmers after this year, but just knowing the fact that you're going to have 16 next year sophomores back, and then some of these swimmers that are sophomores and juniors are going to be juniors and seniors next year. So that's going to be a nice bunch to have back for next year.
All right, so here we go. In lanes 4 and 5, Weslaco High girls team will be in lane 4, and lane 5 will be the East girls. And that's Emily Cortez for Weslaco High School, and she takes the early lead. We don't have the individual names of the Weslaco East girls. We'll try our best to get their names here, but that is Cortez right now as Weslaco High School with the early lead as they start off with the backstroke.
And in talking to both coaches, Carlos, they don't really see this as a race against each other. They see it more of a race against some of their personal times that they set throughout the season. And so that's kind of what they're looking at more than anything, is their ultimate goal is to try to beat your own personal time, and that's individually and relays.
Butterfly up next in this medley competition. That's going to be Kiana Reyes there. That's going to be Nahira.
So
Nahira. You can see the name on her cap there.
Yeah, that would
Nahira there in second place right here, or right behind in the butterfly competition. I'm sorry, that's not even the butterfly. That's a breaststroke.
Yeah, Julia Nahira, one of the seniors for Weslaco East.
Now we've got the butterfly, and this is going to be Yasmin Cardenas for Weslaco High School. And coming on strong here for the Lady Wildcats. Outstanding job by her as the Wildcats pick up some space here against the Lady Panthers. Cadence in the freestyle. The Lady Panthers.
It looks like Weslaco East is making up some ground here, Carlos.
Definitely making up some ground, and here comes East to make this into a competition. That's the freshman, Cadence Calderon, trying to hold on, and it's going to be close at the end. Let's watch this.
Here she goes.
And it's going to be Weslaco taking that one with a time of 2:33.73. Weslaco East right there, 2:35.48. Great job by these two individuals and the entire team as they get ready for next week.
Yeah, and credit Weslaco East for making that interesting toward the end. I know they fell behind in the early part of the race, but, the last two strokes that they swam, the Lady Wildcats really made up some ground there, and the Lady Panthers were able to hold on.
Up next will be the boys competition for the boys. And it looks like we're going to have two teams from Weslaco High School. It'll be one heat. In lane 3, we'll have the team of Abram Torres, Jaime Valdez, Diego Agado, and Eduardo Flores. In lane 4, Parker, Sander, Valadez, Cantu, and in lane 5, the team from Weslaco East. We start off with the backstroke. And that's that team of Nathan Parker in first place right now as they come in. With a great lead there in lane 4.
So we talk about, Carlos, the relay team of Parker, Valadez, Sander, and Cantu. They're the top swimmers for Weslaco High, and they're on the relay team. So what this is, Carlos, is for Abraham Torres, Jaime Valdez, Eduardo Flores. This is just for them to it's like a measuring stick a little bit, just to see where they're at as far as going up against that kind of competition. So this is really good for them. This is good exposure for them.
All right, the team from Weslaco East is not competing in this relay, by the way. They were on this heat sheet, but you're only going to see the team from Weslaco High School go after each other. That's relay team A and relay team B for Weslaco.
And once again, Carlos, for Parker, Sander, Cantu and Valadez, it's about beating their personal time. I mean, they've done this throughout the year, and so now they just want to go into district on a high note and try to beat their personal time.
So here's Derek Cantu, the final leg of this event, the medley, the 200 medley. Trying to beat his best time, which is 1:58 coming into this. And he'll end with a time of, looks like 1:48.75.
Wow, outstanding. That's almost 10 seconds. That's over 10 seconds. Well, about 10 seconds. So that's a terrific job there by that group. And here we see Eduardo Flores finishing for.
We'll have to check to see if that time stands, Mike, because if it does, that's a new record for Weslaco High School. If that board is correct, it says that the record is 150 over there. It's kind of hard to see across, but I'll check to see right here. The record coming into the 200-yard medley on the boys' side is 1:43.49. Nope, that record's not going to stay. That's not going to be the new record. They're off it by about
5 seconds.
Yeah, about 5 seconds or so. But that's a good time. That's a good measuring stick because the record,
Right.
you know, with Parker, Bloomquist, Wells, and Pettis from last year, and that's a team that went to regionals. So that's a good measuring stick for them right there to finish at 1:48. There will be a couple of changes. Please bear with us here as they do make some changes on the fly here on this dual meet. So if we're off a little bit on who's competing and what they're doing in the water as far as competing, what the different races are, please bear with us. So this is the girls' 200-yard freestyle. 200-yard freestyle, and it looks like we're going to have 3 people competing. This will be Valdez in lane 4, Martinez in lane 5, Ileana Martinez in lane 5, and Lisa Camarena in lane 6. All these girls from Weslaco East High School. That's Viviana Valdez in lane 4.
So
Bianca, let me get that right. Bianca Valdez.
So Bianca comes in with a top seeding time at 3:12.85. Eliana, they don't have a time for her, and they don't have a time for Camarena either.
$200-yard freestyle. And that record for Weslaco East is Albach. A record from, was that 2007 or was that 97, looks like? At Weslaco East, that record actually belongs to Rodriguez from 2012, the 200-yard freestyle with a record time of 2:34.78. Three girls from Weslaco East here going at it.
Yeah, if you notice, Carlos, at the end, you see some of their teammates over there encouraging them, and you know, it's a pretty long race, so they're just trying to encourage them.
With the 2:09 mark here in this competition. In lane 5, Martinez with the lead right now. The crowd continues to grow here.
Yeah, it's a little after 6 p.m. here, so for some of these folks, they probably got out past 5 o'clock and getting out of work, and they're coming over here to enjoy this event. This is the last meet here in Weslaco for these seniors.
Looks like it's going to be Lisa Camarena winning the competition with a time of 2:59.68. Second, Martinez. Third will be Valdez. Actually, there's going to be another lap needed for Martinez. but it is Camarena picking up first place, 2:59.68.
And really, Carlos, it's all about just trying to finish the race. It don't matter what place you get in. It's just, hey, I competed, I did it, I finished. You can hear some of the swimmers encouraging her, telling her not to give up. Fighting real hard, swinging those arms. If you notice, Carlos, she's putting her head under the water and coming back out. She's doing the breathing technique properly and correctly, just the way the coaches teach them. There you go.
Big hand for Eliana Martinez. And we'll move on to the next competition here. Will be the boys 200-yard freestyle. We'll have one heat there with members from Weslaco East and Weslaco High School. In lane 1 will be Carlos Hernandez. In lane 2 will be Jose Alvarado. In lane 3 from Weslaco East will be Jeffrey Cáceres. Then we'll move over to the boys from Weslaco High School. Henry Sander, Peyton Price, Jaime Valdez in lane 6, and Riley Gonzalez in lane 7. Hernandez, Alvarado, Cáceres, Sander, Price, Valdez, and Gonzalez.
And Sander comes in with a seating time of 2:09.62. Only a sophomore.
So Henry Sander comes in with a top time, but I only see 2 people in the water.
Yeah, I think they started a little too early.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a false start there, and they're going to have to redo it. And so they're going there to try to get them to
get their attention.
Yeah.
Time out, guys. Time out, guys. That's how excited they are, Carlos, to compete. You can't blame them. This is what they love to do.
Yeah, and that's interesting because in track you hear the second gun goes off. In swimming, it's a little bit hard to hear when you're underwater and there's water splashing all over the place. It's kind of hard to hear or figure out, hey, there was a false start there.
Yeah, and there's nobody there to signal you. You literally have to go in the water. Or these swimmers, they're focused. I mean, they're focused on going from one side of the wall to the other.
So Coach Trevino's going to have to reset this one over there. She's on the microphone. Kind of a disadvantage for those that took off early in lane 1 and 2 because they're going to be a little bit tired out.
A little bit.
But this is the 200-yard freestyle that we're at. So it's not like the 50 where it's up and back. They got to do this 4 times, and here we go. And looks like a and he went in there, and that made a loud noise. That made a loud noise.
I think he knew right away, too.
We'll try one more time.
It's better that they do this now than in district competition.
That's what it's for.
That's what it's for, yes.
There we go. Clean start in this one. Ahead will be in lane 4, Henry Sander. Nice smooth stroke for the young man as he makes the turn for the first 25 yards.
And Coach Trevino is very, very excited with the development of Sander. I mean, he's so motivated. He pushes himself. Needs very little coaching. It reminds Coach Trevino of like a Darrell Wells, of Brock Bloomquist, where they're just driven and want to be the best.
And if you talk to anybody that knows Darrell Wells, they will tell you that that's the type of person, and that's why he was so good, because of how his work ethic and what he did when people weren't watching.
And it's always nice to have a year. I mean, being that he's only a sophomore, but as a freshman last year, he was able to just kind of watch and see how Darrell Wells and Brock Bloomquist do certain things, and I'm sure he's picked up some of those habits.
Push it, Henry, push it, push it.
With Sander in first place, about to finish the first 150. And he'll bring it home here. 50 more yards to go here in this 200. Sanders with a commanding lead.
And is that Peyton Price in second place in lane number 5?
Push it, push it, push it.
I believe is who it is.
And here we go, Sander. In lane 4 is gonna get first place here in the dual meet between Weslaco East and Weslaco High School. The time of 2:03.71 for Henry Sander.
And he did beat the seating time of 2:09.62 by 6 seconds, so great job there. It looks like Peyton Price.
Good job for the young sophomore out of Weslaco High School as the other competitors continue to finish. They're coming up in, let's see.
Looks like Peyton Price finishes with 2:29.20 is what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Second place will be Jose Alvarado at 2:58.90 as the boards are being flashed up. The scores are being, times are being flashed up on the board here. Jose Alvarado from Weslaco East finishes at 2:56.90. And we'll get the final results here for the rest of the competitors.
And Alvarado also set a personal best this year by about 4 seconds, came in with a 3:00.03. So nice job there by Alvarado.
So on the border now, they have Sander in first place. Second place, they got Jose Alvarado. The rest of the results will come out later. We'll move on to the next competition, which will be the 200-yard. And they're going to be the girls' 200-yard IM. And she's going to race. We only have one, Beatriz Zambrano from Weslaco East. She'll be also racing alongside the boys who have the 200-yard IM. And so in lane 1 will be Beatriz Zambrano, and she'll be racing against time. And then the others will have Josh Blas in lane 3, Alejandro Trevino. Blas is from Weslaco East, Alejandro Trevino from Weslaco High School in lane 4. In lane 5, we'll have Robert Leal from Weslaco East. And then in lane 6, George Sander from Weslaco High School.
So what they did, Carlos, is they combined Beatriz Zambrano. She was going to race all by herself. So they're like, hey, let's give her an opportunity to race with the boys. And so she's going to have that opportunity.
Is it Beatriz Zambrano, one of those seniors on this team? She's a 3-year varsity swimmer, regional qualifier. She also has her, she's also looking to go to Grand Canyon University, Mike Gonzalez, after she graduates.
Is that in Arizona?
That's a good question.
Yeah, you hear Grand Canyon, that's what I think of, Arizona, so I'm a little curious about that. But, I mean, good for her. I mean, that's a great opportunity.
And, you know, one thing that's interesting, she says she plans on owning her own salon while she is over there at Grand Canyon University. So she has probably gone through the cosmetology program here at WISD.
Yeah, it's a wonderful program that school district opened about 2013, late 2013, I believe is when they started it. And it's really grown these last couple of years. And so a lot of these students that get certifications through that program, and they're able to take it in the real world experience.
Yep, she'll be graduating, says right here in her bio, with a cosmetology license. All right, so here we go. 200 IM. Beatriz Zambrano, the senior, for Weslaco East in lane 1. And then the boys in 3, 4, 5, and 6. Blas in 3, Trevino in 4, Leal in 5, George Sander in 6. Start off with the butterfly, and now they'll go to the backstroke in this IM.
And that's the thing, Carlos, about the IM is that they switch the strokes here. So you have the butterfly, you have the backstroke, then the breaststroke. Eventually, in the end, usually it's the freestyle. So you've basically put everything that you've learned these past couple of years or since they were young kids all together in one race.
On the boys' side, so far in first place, it is Josh Blas in lane 3 for Weslaco East. We'll keep an eye on Beatriz Zambrano as well because she is in lane 1 and she is right now still in her backstroke. The senior, and she's racing against time. Blas still in the breaststroke. As Beatriz Zambrano also switches to the breaststroke. And there's Josh Blas right there. With the time running at 1:48 and counting. For your leader, Josh Blas from Weslaco East.
Yeah, he's one of the sophomores for the Wildcats that they expect great things from. He's one of the few, Carlos, that qualified in what's called TISCA. That's an event that takes place around December where the top swimmers in the area compete in a competition in San Antonio against the state's best. So that's a great meet to participate in.
You can see Blas right there lapping one of the other competitors as he tries to bring it home. Does Blas in lane 3 in the freestyle. And there he goes. So Blas in first place. Robert Leal, it looks like, in 3rd. And in 4th place would be George Sander from Weslaco. Alejandro Trevino from Weslaco still going.
You see a shot there of...
and so is Beatriz Zambrano.
Yeah, I was just going to say we see a shot there of Beatriz Zambrano finishing strong there in the freestyle. And then you see a shot there of the Weslaco High swimmer.
And there is Zambrano finishing up for Weslaco East girls as she gets ready for competition in district competition, and also finishing up here, the young man from Weslaco High School, Leal. Zambrano is, I talked to Josie Ramirez a little bit before this race or before this competition, and she said she really likes Beatriz Zambrano because she can put her in any event and she'll do it. No matter what it is, and she goes strong. And she goes super fast. And she did a good job right there, finishing with a time of 3:21.01.
Yeah, and we saw her do that right now, going up against the boys, and she did very, very well. And, I mean, she had to do all those strokes in one race. So, I mean, I can see why Coach Ramirez would feel comfortable putting her in any of these races, in any situation.
All right, so we'll move on now to the 50-yard, girls 50-yard. This is a fast competition right here because it's up and back. You talk about wanting to get up to a good start. This is the one that you need to get up to because you're going to go up 25 yards and back. So in lane 1 for the girls from Weslaco East will be Andrea Noriega. Also from Weslaco East will be Adriana Carrion. Then from Weslaco High School, Jessica Cantu. From Weslaco East, it says here Beatriz Zambrano. I don't know if she'll be competing back-to-back like that. Then it's going to be Cadence Calderon, Jacqueline Portillo, and in lane 7, Anaí Aguilar. Of course, it looks like we've had some changes here, and so we'll have to go off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it looks like we just had 2 swimmers jump in the pool. So a lot of times, even during the meet, changes are made and some swimmers decide to pull out because, as you mentioned, Beatriz Zambrano would be a perfect example of it. She just competed in the last race, so you wouldn't expect that she would compete in this race.
It looks like this is Candace in lane 5. And in lane 3, Jessica Cantu.
And considering it was 2 swimmers, Carlos, it was a very good race.
Close race between the 2 individuals, up and back. And let's see what is up next. According to our schedule, we should have another heat here of 50 yards. So we'll see what they put up out here. All right. So this is going to be the second heat. In lane 1, we'll have Lisette Camarena. In lane 2, Brianna Villarreal, both those 2 girls from Weslaco East High School. Then we'll have Yasmin Cardenas from Weslaco High School, Kiana Reyes from Weslaco High School, Emily Cortez from Weslaco High School. From East, Julia Nájera. For the Lady Panthers, Ashley Siller in lane 7, and Bethany Givelance in lane 8 for Weslaco High School.
And Kiana Reyes comes in with the fastest seating time of 29:06.
50 freestyle here for the girls. Then we'll move on to the boys, and then there's a little bit of a break there, Michael. Moving along quickly here.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes into this competition. I think they're just waiting for one more swimmer to get into lane 1, and we'll get started. A little bit of a delay.
Well, it looks like this race, Carlos, is going to be the first event where we're going to have all 8 swimmers on the platform.
Okay. So we've got some changes here, so we'll have to check this out.
It looks like lane 8 pulled out of the race. There's nobody on lane 8 right now, and I'm trying to see if there's somebody in lane 1.
Well, I think they switched all the girls that were there, Mike, to another heat. I think they added some more. So let's just see. We've got team members in lane 1, 2, 4, and 7.
Okay.
So some changes here. We'll go ahead and watch this and do our best. We are kind of going blindly on this competition. With 4 girls competing here, I believe they're all from Weslaco East High School. Freestyle, 50 free freestyle.
I want to say,
girls.
I want to say, Carlos, that's Zambrano in lane 4 that won the race right now.
Yep, it sure is. You can tell by the look on her cap. She is the winner after that heat. After competing in that 200 IM, she jumped in here with this heat.
Yeah. It was probably one of those things where, hey, coach, I can do it. I can race. And did very well. Finished with a strong time of a 38:22 there. As you can see, a wonderful job. Then we got Adrian Carrion finished with 141.99.
Okay, so now we'll move on here. This is the heat that we were talking about earlier, of the 50 free, with Camarena in lane 1, Villarreal in lane 2, Cardenas in lane 3, Reyes in lane 4, Cortez in lane 5, Nájera in lane 6, Siller in lane 7, and Bethany Givelance in lane 8. Leading qualifier here is going to be Kiana Reyes in lane 4. This looks like the right one here. Just missing the swimmer lane one. Look out for Kiani Reyes in lane 5. She gets out to a good start. Does Reyes, but some stiff competition coming from, it looks like Emily Cortez from Weslaco East. In lane 4, Kiana Reyes. And she's going to get first place, but just barely. 29.99 for Kiana. In second place, that's Gardenas with 30.21. And in third will be Emily Cortez.
A little friendly competition there by the 2 top swimmers from Weslaco High. And top 3 swimmers, actually. That's pretty much the relay team right there.
Top finisher from Weslaco East coming in 4th place was Brianna Villarreal in lane 2. Now we go to the boys 50-yard freestyle. And I guess I could tell you who the leader is in that, the 50 freestyle. Holds the school record would be Brock Bloomquist, 22:45 for 2014. We're going to have a couple of more individual swim here before we move on to the full slate of boys, because they got 3 heats. And we'll start off right here in lane 3. That's Tristan Maldonado. And in lane 5, Carlos Hernandez. Weslaco High versus Weslaco East here in this one. Some of the younger individuals on the squad.
It looks like
and it's going to be Hernandez. And then coming up right there, finishing strong, is Tristan Maldonado from Weslaco East and Weslaco High. And that was Carlos Hernandez picking up first place. Tristan finishes with a time of 38.82. And your winner in this heat, Carlos Hernandez, with a time of 34.77. All right, so now we'll move on to the second heat. Second heat, we're going to have in lane 1, Alberto Garcia from Weslaco High. In lane 2, Ethan Krieger from Weslaco High. From Weslaco East, Brandon Villarreal in lane 3. In lane 4, Eduardo Flores from Weslaco. Peyton Price from Weslaco in lane 5. In lane 6 from Weslaco, Diego Agado. In lane 7 from East, Aiden Zavala. And also from Weslaco East, Kevin Ponce in lane 8.
These swimmers are going full force here, because you know that it's a pretty quick race here.
Lane 4 looks like the lead, Eduardo Flores from Weslaco. Does he hold on? And he sure does, with a time of 27.98. After that, it's Peyton Price in second from Weslaco High. From Weslaco East picks up third, Villarreal. And in 4th place, Diego Agado. First place, once again, Eduardo Flores. Now we'll get to some faster times here, Mike. All these times are in the 20s, mid-20s. I'll go through this. Well, not even get a chance to talk about them. Let's say lane 1, Castro, lane 2, Blas, lane 3, Miller, lane 4, Parker, lane 5, Valadez, lane 6, Cantu, lane 7, Leal, lane 8, Torres. Up and back, super quick. It's going to be close. It looks like Parker in lane 4 with the lead. And yep, it is Parker with a time of 23.91 for the junior. In second place, Noah Valadez from Weslaco High School. In lane 3 from Weslaco East, John Miller, the strong senior right there. And in lane 4, Derek Cantu, or that's lane 6, picking up 4th place, Derek Cantu from Weslaco High School. 5th place, Joshua Blas. 6th place, you got Marcus Castro. And in 7th place, Abraham Torres. So there'll be a little bit of a break, so we'll take one as well. We'll try to get a couple of interviews, but let's go ahead and take a break right now and come back with our second half of the competition. You are watching the 2020 City of West Coast dual meet here on KWES.
At Weslaco ISD, our schools are preparing students with skills that will last a lifetime. Activities that will help expand their creativity and mind. Studies that prepare them for the next level of education. Opportunities to earn scholarships, industry certifications, and college credits while in high school. Register now and find out why Weslaco ISD is the right choice.
All right, here we are at the 2020 dual meet. Coach Trevino, a very, very good crowd here. Yeah. You have a big crowd here. You decided to move this from Saturday to Friday. Do you like it here in the evening?
I think so. I think we got more, look at our crowd. We got more people in here. I think it makes it, you get out of work and you go to this meet rather than having to come in the next day, and it's lended itself to be a pretty good meet so far.
Tell me a little bit about your team here this year. You lost a couple of key players in Bloomquist and Wells. They're off in the competing collegiate league, which is awesome. Tell me a little about your 2020 version of the Weslaco Panthers.
We are down a couple of boys, but we're not out. We've got boys that are stepping up, boys that are working hard every day, and they were ready for the call. They've been waiting for the moment to come up like this, and they're here now, and they're shining.
Any opportunity? I know that every year, Wells, I think he went 3 years to state, and Bloomquist went to state last year. Do we have anybody that might step up and go to state this year for the Weslaco Panthers, either on the girls' side or the boys' side?
We got a couple of individuals on the boys' side, maybe even 3. It all depends on how they swim their best swims on that given day, but definitely we got Nathan Parker, Noah Valadez, Derek Cantu, all very potential state qualifiers coming up.
I know it's been a while since it's been about 4 years since you won a district championship, and that's coming up already. That's coming up next week. Is any chance of winning district championship? I know Los Fresnos is always strong. What are your chances?
They're always strong, but they're always going to give it a go. They're never going to count themselves out, and they're going to see the potential in everything, and they're going to give it a shot.
I know that we talked a little bit about the boys. Brag to me a little bit about your girls.
My girls, they're very sweet, but they're very competitive. They're very quiet, very shy, but in the water, they're showing their true colors, and they're swimming amazingly today.
All right, well, you're doing a fantastic job tonight, senior night, and it's still early in the school year, but plenty of swimming still left for these.
Absolutely. We've got the district meet, regional meet, and God willing, the state meet.
All right, we'll go and let you go. Mike Gonzalez coming on in. Mike Gonzalez is right over here. He's going to talk to John Miller from Weslaco East. Mike, go ahead.
Hi, Carlos. I'm here with a Weslaco East swimmer, John Miller, who just competed right now in the 50-meter freestyle and had a pretty good time. I know this is the last meet you're going to have here in Weslaco, and what does it mean to you to be a part of this?
Well, I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this pool, both literally and figuratively. I've tried my best during all my years here. This isn't my first year. I've been here since I was a child, starting from summer swim lessons, and I guess it's kind of sad to be gone, but I know that I've tried my best.
Yeah, you have a lot of great memories of swimming here since you were a child. You have an opportunity to win district, go to regionals, and you even considering going to state, right? That would be something if you can go all the way to state. What would it mean to you if you can go that far?
It would honor all the people who come before me. My best friend, Alex Ochoa, my mentor, basically, Alex Ochoa. I want to break all the records for him because that was his goal, and he inspired that in me. So if I make it to state, then that would both honor him and my team and my school.
And I understand you're part of a relay team, correct? You guys have a few relay teams there that made it to regionals last year, correct? And so tell me about the goals for this year.
This year, before I go, I've been mentoring these 3 guys, Dimitri, Josh, and Carlos, and they are by far some of the most promising swimmers I've seen. I think they will surely go far if they work together as a team and follow their workout schedules on time. I have faith in them, and my goals are to try to pass on as much knowledge as I can to them.
Excellent. Well, thank you, and best of luck to you next week in district. And Carlos is going to have another guest. Let's send it to Carlos.
All right, I'm over here with Kiana Reyes. Kiana, I know you're on the drill team, but it's not time to dance right now. We're doing some swimming right now. Talk to me a little bit about your performance here so far.
So far,
You got one first.
yes, I got one first, well, two first so far with my team, my relay team, and first place in one of my individuals. And I'm actually very happy with it, but I know I could be a little bit better. I just need to get a little bit more pool time, like you said.
What are the goals for, like your relay team? Y'all want to make it to regionals and maybe go further?
Yes, that is always a goal, but we are really hoping to break one of our records this year, hopefully, of God willing. We all put our effort in and we all just push as hard as we can. I know we can achieve it as a team.
You are a senior this year. I know you're also a member, one of the officers on the drill team. So you got that competition also coming up?
Yes, it's very exciting, my last one, and I have no words to express about how I feel about it because it's just all very exciting and nerve-wracking.
It's senior night. You had your parents out here. Recognize them, recognize yourself as well. What are your plans after graduation? I know you still have a few months down the road, but May will be here before you know it. What do you want to do after that?
I actually am not sure what college I'm going to go to yet. I'm still deciding, but I for sure want to study psychology and criminal justice for sure.
All right. Well, congratulations on everything you've done so far. We'll let you get back up there and warm up. And we'll bring in some boys over here. Come on in, guys. Mike Gonzalez, let's bring in the rest of the team here from Weslaco High School. And we'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
I'm Noah Valadez.
I'm Nathan Parker.
I'm Derek Cantu.
All right, guys. And you guys are part of the relay team. We're missing somebody. He's Henry Sander. He's probably warming up in there, one of the younger guys on your team. What are the goals for this year, guys? I know last year Parker was on that team that went to regionals. What do y'all want to do this year?
Make regionals and hopefully make state.
All right. What about individually?
Just get better and work on whatever we need to work on.
Mike?
Well, Derek, I know you're one of the seniors, right? Or you're the only senior, I think, from the relay team. So what does it mean to you to be here tonight competing for the last time here in Weslaco, to have your family and friends here? I mean, it's got to be a special night for you.
Honestly, it's a lot. I didn't really think that I was going to make it this far, but I'm here now and it's fun.
And I know one of the things, going from last year to this year is a loss between Darrell Wells and Brock Bloomquist. But, I mean, you guys have really come along very, very well. So just talk about how much you guys have grown in a relay team this year.
Yeah, we really put our hearts into it. We worked really hard. We knew that Brock and Darrell were like our best swimmers. So we're just really trying to make up for what we lost.
Nathan, what did you learn from watching, Brock Bloomquist and Darrell Wells in this pool all the time? I know they put in a lot of hard work.
Yeah, they worked really hard. They really they were my leaders. I looked up to them in like my freshman through sophomore year, and they just taught me a lot about my technique and just how to handle just being in the A relay.
In this pool all the time, working out, they're gone. So y'all feel like maybe now y'all are trying to carry on the torch?
Definitely. It's been tough, but we're trying our best. We're putting our hearts in it. And
it's been 4 years since Weslaco High School has won a district championship. How are you guys going to bring the trophy back to Weslaco High for the swimming team?
We're going to swim hard and practice as much as we can.
we're just going to work our hearts out, and we're just going to swim as fast as we can.
All right, Mike Gonzalez, one more question, then we got to wrap it up because they're about to start.
Well, I was just going to ask, being that next week is a big district meet, what do you guys hope to take from this event and carry into next week?
Really just the energy. This meet, I don't know why, but we're really trying our hardest. I guess it's because we're going up against East, but we really want to carry the energy into next week so we could try to win.
Excellent.
All right, thank you very much. Some of the boys here from Weslaco High School, we'll let you guys go ahead and go warm up because we got second half action coming up next. All right, guys, thank you very much for being here on K-West. So like we said, more action coming up as the 2020 dual meet between Weslaco East and Weslaco High continues. All right, welcome back to K-West coverage, special coverage of the 2020 dual meet between Weslaco High School and Weslaco East. Going to start second half Almost sounds like a football game. Second part of competition here at the Weslaco ISD Aquatic Center. Carlos Roletto, along with Mike Gonzalez, got an opportunity to meet some of the Weslaco East swimmers, some of the Weslaco High swimmers. We had to break into their warm-up in between, so we got to talk to a few of them, and it was really nice to visit with them so far. Mike Gonzalez, your impressions on the first part of this competition?
Well, I know with both coaches, their goal was for the swimmers to beat their personal times. I mean, that's the competitive side of it, but they also wanted the swimmers, each and every swimmer, to have a good time with this, enjoy this experience, because, I mean, for a lot of them, it's their last time competing here in their home pool, and knowing that mom and dad are in the stands watching them, a lot of family and friends here, they just want them to have a good time, enjoy the experience. It's a special experience, being that it's a dual meet. And I think based on the interviews, that's what we're experiencing.
Yeah, they were having a good time with those interviews. You certainly can tell. And also it's good to meet with Coach Trevino, who runs a lot of the operations here at the Aquatic Center. Anytime you come by here after hours, she's usually here, or Coach Ramirez. So it was good to talk to her about doing it on a Friday night instead of on a Saturday morning. Friday nights, you got a lot more people in the stands watching the friendly competition between these two schools. All right, so here we go, and this is going to be, I think we have two different heats that are combined here with a 100-yard butterfly with Yasmin Cardenas, Jessica Cantu, and Tyler Martinez. And I believe that is Martinez in lane number 2 over there from Weslaco High School. In lane 4, we have Yasmin Cardenas, and in lane 5, Jessica Cantu. All three of these individuals representing Weslaco High School in this butterfly competition.
And just like we had earlier, we had two meets that were just combined together, you know, being that it was just a few swimmers in one race and just one in the other. It's like, hey, let's just do it together and let them race at one time. And
racing against the time also makes the meet go a little bit faster, as finishing there in lane number 2 was Tyler Martinez. And we still have in lane 4 here, Cardenas finishing the time of 1:27. And Cantu is coming up here in lane 5. And that was the time for Tyler, 1:15.15, 1:27.98 for Cardenas. And still finishing up the butterfly here was it will be Jessica Cantu.
Well, let's see if she could beat her personal best this year. Looks like she did. She came in with a 1:50.09 and finished at 1:49.54. So great job there by Jessica Cantu.
Heat 11, that was Heat 1 on Event 11, as you can see right there. We'll move on to the girls' 100-yard freestyle. We'll have 2 heats for the girls. Starting off with 3 girls that will be competing, and then we'll go to a full slate of 8, filling up all the lanes here. Saw some earlier today, Coach Roy Stroman, athletic coordinator from Weslaco High School and the head football coach, supporting this dual meet. Also from Weslaco East, Coach Mike Burgett was also here, supporting the swim meets. Dr. Gamboa, Weslaco East High School principal. And then also here now, I know I saw Yvette Morales, Weslaco High School principal. And she's still here watching this meet. And then also Dr. Priscilla Canales, superintendent of schools. We saw here, she saw her here. She might still be here because she's right over there watching this competition.
So it's
good to see the administrators, principals come out to watch this event.
So we have the coaches, and we have the administrators, and we have parents, friends, kids. I mean, this is what it's all about. This is a great event to come and support a great sport, and a healthy competition.
And we got cake afterward.
And we get free cake. We have 2 cakes.
There's cake afterwards for parents' night.
Right.
For the seniors. Waiting for the next competition. Once again, it will be the 100-yard freestyle. We've got 2 heats. scheduled. Adriana Carrion in lane 3, Ileana Martinez in lane 4, and Andrea Noriega in lane 5, all three girls from Weslaco East. As they're getting ready, getting in their respective lanes for this competition. Lane 2, 3, and it's going to be actually lane 3 and 4. So 100-yard freestyle. They'll start off with the first 25. Carrion in lane 3 and Ileana Martinez in lane 4.
And if you notice, Carlos, Ileana Martinez chose not to jump from the platform there. She started just straight from the water. So I guess in swimming you have that option, which I didn't know, but that is what occurred.
Yeah, especially if they're younger swimmers, and they're not too confident with their diving technique yet. They'll go ahead and start off in the water instead of diving in. I think it's also an option to do your little flip underwater, your turn.
Yeah,
you can do that underwater, or you can touch and go the other way as well.
That's a skill in itself to do, which I wouldn't be able to do.
I know there's some competitors.
Yeah.
They don't turn underwater. They touch and move in the other direction.
Whatever is beneficial for them, as long as they're comfortable with it and it helps them compete, they're given that option.
So Carrion will finish with a time of 1:45.52, and Martinez time of 1:52.09. That was heat 1 of the 100-yard freestyle. We'll have lane 2, or heat number 2, from Weslaco High School, Jacqueline Portillo in lane 1. From Weslaco East in lane 2, Lisette Camarena. In lane 3, Brianna Villarreal from Weslaco East. In lane 4, Kiana Reyes from Weslaco High. In lane 5, Ashley Siller from Weslaco. In lane 6, Bethany Givelins from Weslaco. From Weslaco East, Teresa Velez in lane 7. And in lane 8, from Weslaco East, Anaí Aguilar. And it looks, coming out of the gate here in first place, in lane 4, Kiana Reyes, the young lady we were talking to during the break.
And keep your eye on Ashley Siller. She's a swimmer that Coach Trevino's really high on. Only a freshman, and really, really high on her now and in the future. You know, this is a good experience for her.
Yeah, she came in with the second best time behind Kiana.
Right.
You hear her mom right next to us, urging her on, videotaping on her iPhone. Kiana's time coming into this was 1:04.86. She has a time of 1:08.34, so not her best time. As she gets first place here, Ashley Siller, the freshman from Weslaco High School, a time of 1:13.27. In third place, Villarreal, and in fourth place, Camarena from Weslaco East. We still have Anaí Aguilar from Weslaco East finishing up here in lane 8.
There you go.
And Villarreal or Aguilar with the finish there. We'll move on to the boys' 100-yard freestyle. We'll have 2 heats here. In lane 2 will be Kevin Ponce from Weslaco East. In lane 3 will be Luis de la Mora from Weslaco High School. In lane 4 will be Aiden Zavala from Weslaco East. In lane 5 will be Alberto Garcia from Weslaco High School. And in lane 6 will be Tristan Maldonado from Weslaco High School. Looks like we have some scratches here with only 4 competitors. So in lane 2, that's Kevin Ponce. Lane 4, we got Aiden Zavala. In lane 5, Alberto Garcia. Christian Maldonado in lane 6, competing. These are some of the younger classmen. These are, you talk about 16 freshmen on the team. This is some of them.
That's quite a few of them on this team.
16 freshmen for the Coach Trevino.
Thank you.
And if you wonder, Carlos, I mean, if they're able to do well in district and finish, among the tops, my goodness, that momentum will carry into next year and so forth.
As Kevin Ponce finishes for Weslaco East in this heat with a time of 1:17.04 in lane 2. Second place, Alberto Garcia from Weslaco High School. Third place, Tristan Maldonado with time 1:32.89. And we'll move on here to Heat 2. Heat 2 of the competition. Let me set this from Weslaco High School. Tyler Martinez in lane 1. In lane 2, Marcus Castro from Weslaco East. In lane 3, Derek Cantu from Weslaco High School. Noah Valadez with the top qualifying time in lane 4. John Miller in lane 5 from Weslaco East. In lane 6, Carlos Jimenez from Weslaco East. From lane 7, Diego Guerra from Weslaco High School. And in lane 8, Tyler Dillard for the Panthers.
Yeah, keep an eye on lanes 4 and 5 there between Noah Valdez and John Miller. That's going to be a fun race here, but we got about 4 swimmers that are pretty close in seating time.
So here we go. It's going to be the 100-yard freestyle. 25 yards one way, 25 the other. And then up and back again after that.
And you can see there, Carlos, Noah and Miller going head-to-head there.
After 50 yards, it's Noah Valadez in first place. Derek Cantu right next to him.
Yeah.
John Miller in third.
Yeah, those 3 swimmers are very close to each other.
Valadez hanging on by half a body length, it looks like. Here comes Miller coming on strong. Valadez and Miller. Valadez and Miller. It's going to be close. And Valadez takes it. Time of 54.23, but pushing him hard with John Miller from Weslaco East. 54.37 in third place, 55.48. And in fourth place, Carlos Jimenez, 58.59. But what a race between Weslaco High School and Weslaco East. Valadez for the Panthers and Miller for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I thought there for a second, Carlos, that Miller was going to perhaps take over this race in the last 25 yards or so. And then I guess just Valdez at the very end was able to take it up a few notches there and finished strong there and hold on. But it was probably the best race we've seen all night. This was quite fun to watch.
Getting them ready for district competition taking place next week at Brownsville ISD. Valadez certainly will be pushed to his limits with all those great athletes that come out of the Los Fresnos area that I don't know how many times they've won districts. It's been like about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, very good swimming program over there. We got to see it firsthand last year in capturing the district championship.
All right, so now we got the 500. Mike.
This is the one that's going to take a little while.
Yeah, your top qualifying time is going to be 6 minutes and 30 seconds by Diego Guerra.
Yeah, this is the one where you can...
So you want to take a little bit of a break?
Sure. Put some popcorn in the microwave.
Yeah.
You know, maybe make a hot dog real quick or anything like frozen food, a pizza in the oven. This would be the time to do it.
Yep, and then we'll move on to the relays. The relays are always exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have the 200-yard relays, the boys and girls, and the 100-yard backstroke after that. The breaststroke, and then the freestyle relay, the 400. They'll even have some counters down there at the end of the pool to keep track of their times or keep track of their laps.
And I mean, it's nice to have that little luxury there because I mean, this race is so long. A lot of times these swimmers, I mean, they'll lose count. I mean, because they're so focused on just going from one side to the other, and they're swimming so many laps. I mean, it's always nice to be able to have a count of how many they've done or how many they have left.
So in lane 1, you'll have Jaime Valdez. In lane 3, well, in lane 4 will be Diego Guerra. In lane 5, Ethan Krieger. In lane 6, Eduardo Flores. I don't see anyone in lane 8.
So this would be kind of like if we had to talk or compare it to track and field, like maybe a 1,600-meter run.
Well, it's 500 yards.
It's 500 yards in swimming. So the point is that
long distance.
It's long distance, and so they start off a little slow. They kind of pace themselves a little bit, and then you'll notice that toward the end, they'll bring it up a few more levels.
It's about endurance, stamina, breathing. You know, breathing is very important in swimming.
And being in shape. You got to be in great shape to compete in a race like this.
So Eduardo Flores currently in first place from Weslaco High School. Didn't have a qualifying time, did Flores? Well, right now he's in first with a time of 1:59.14 after a few laps. Flores in first, Guerra in second, Krieger in third place at this time.
When you see the little signs, they're bringing it up and down, trying to get their attention to let them know where they're at.
This is the lap you're at. Pace yourself.
Then, I mean, you'll hear teammates shout and encourage them and keep going.
Yep, it's 20 times. It's 20 laps up and back. 25 times. 25 times. 20. Give you 500 yards there. No breaks, Mike.
No breaks. I mean, we had our break a little while ago, so that was the break. But
Florida's still in first place right here with a time of 3:27.37, so he's halfway there because usually it's around 6 or 7 minutes.
If Eddie breaks the record.
And I'm looking at Coach Trevino over there standing at the edge of the pool. in the deep end and just watching her swimmers, keeping an eye on them and just kind of watching how they're performing. You know, I'm sure she's taking some notes down that will help her. That will help her coach the swimmers for district.
This with the turn. At the turn, he's at 4:12.83. He's through 13 laps. Is
so about what, halfway through, more or less?
Flores, 13.
You see a great shot there by Don Ramirez.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. We just made him up. Yep, but great camera work by our crew.
Go ahead, Mike.
Let's start, well, Val Zamora's right here, standing close to us, right kind of in the middle of the
That's Val's shot right there.
That's a Val shot right there, getting the top swimmer. And then we got Don Ramirez standing the other side, giving you the other angle. We got Amadeo Briones standing on our side, getting those close-up of the swimmers there. And then back in the room, we have Mike Palacios.
Switching tonight?
Switching, yeah. And then we can't forget Darlene Gracia.
Graphics.
Doing a heck of a job with the graphics. And Jolie Al.
Jolie Al, the #1 San Francisco 49er fan in Weslaco.
Yeah, and he lets you know about that too. he's let it be known all week long.
Running the audio tonight. Thank you very much for the K-West crew for everything they've done. They've been out here part of the day. It's been a busy day. We've had the ribbon cutting ceremony, Battle of the Books, and the swimming competition that we've had to get ready for K-West. So it's been a busy Friday for everybody on the crew. And there you go. You get the final bell there for Eduardo Flores.
Yeah, so when the swimmers hear that bell, you notice that they just kind of raise it up a little bit there, knowing that, hey, we're toward the end of the competition. So expect Flores here to finish strong last 25 meters or yards.
We'll get a good shot of Flores coming in for your picture as he ends it right there. Flores finishes right a little over 7 minutes. The official time of 7:04.69 for Eduardo Flores.
Yeah, great job there by Flores. Congratulations to him. As we see the other swimmers coming in. Looks like we got Diego Guerra in second place with 7:20.90. And Ethan Krieger in third place with a 7:26.01.
Krieger, there used to be a basketball coach here in Weslaco, I believe, is Coach Krieger.
Yeah, I believe so, in the late 80s. He was actually the head coach, if I'm not mistaken, that led the 1987 Panther team to the district championship on a 31-2 record. And who was the guard? Gabe Valdez.
Speaking of Valdez, Jaime Valdez finishes in lane 2 in 4th place, time of 7:57.05. So that's the 500 freestyle, and we only have the boys competing. No girls competing in the 500, not today anyway. And we'll move on to the girls' 200-yard freestyle relay. We got 2 teams from Weslaco East and 1 team from Weslaco High School. It'll be interesting to watch this team from Weslaco High School, Mike, with swimmers Yasmin Cardenas, Cadence Calderon, Ashley Siller, and Kiana Reyes. 2 freshmen on this team. I know of at least 2 in Calderon and Siller. And Kiana's a senior. So Yasmin Cardenas, I'm not sure for classification.
Senior.
She's a senior. Okay,
Yes.
so 2 seniors and 2 freshmen.
So how is that for balance? You have youth and then experience. So it's a nice little combination there.
The teams from Weslaco East, we apologize, we don't have the individual names of them on our heat sheets here. But we'll have a team from Weslaco East A and Team B. Mike, if you have any insight on who's on those relay teams, you can talk about that now. We don't have anything on our heat sheet, so we apologize for those that are watching and listening at home.
I imagine that perhaps Coach Ramirez would have like Brianna Villarreal, who's a senior, Beatriz Zambrano, perhaps. Those are her top swimmers. With Julia Najera, those are some of the names we've been announcing throughout the night that have done very well. But one of the things that Coach Ramirez tells me time and time is that all her swimmers, they come in and they give it their all. They work hard. They don't complain. Just have a great time. And whoever swims, Carlos, regardless, I mean, they're going up against the top swimmers from Weslaco High. This is a great experience for them to be a part of this. Because this Weslaco relay team, I mean, they're expected to compete in district and do well. So, I mean, at least they can say, hey, I went up against that relay team across town. And, you know, they were one of the best in the area, in the district.
All right, so here we go. Looks like we're going to have the full 3 teams. Yep, we'll have the 2 teams from Weslaco East and 1 team from Weslaco High in this 200-yard freestyle relay. So Yasmin Cardenas will be first for the Lady Panthers. She takes the early lead. So Weslaco in first. They're coming here with a qualifying time of 2:10.107. And here's Cadence Calderon, the freshman, doing her thing with the second leg. Might remember a quarterback by the name of Joe Calderon.
Number 1.
From back in the day.
Back in the
2000s.
Late 90s.
That is his daughter.
Yeah, that's
late
his
90s?
daughter. Yeah, it was late 90s.
Okay, he corrected. Yeah. That is his daughter right there, Cadence Calderon. So another generation of Calderons. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I was just going to say Calderon actually set a Valley record, I believe, or I don't remember. He was among the top in passing in his senior year. And Kelsha Rivas was his teammate, coached by Armando Cuellar.
Ashley Siller, the third leg right here for Weslaco as they remain in first place, but the team from Weslaco East has cut that lead down to half a body length. Gianni Reyes will swim the final leg here for the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, the Lady Wildcats are hanging on pretty tough there in the race.
So here's Reyes. She stays underwater more than halfway through the pool. And she's got a real nice, smooth stroke right there through the lane, and she has increased the lead here for the Lady Panthers to 2 body lengths. So the clock is rolling down at a time of 2:10.107. Going to try to beat that. And
fell a little short.
So close.
Yeah.
They still hit the 2:10 mark. 0.55. And the 2 teams from Weslaco East finished there.
About 2 seconds apart.
Yeah, and they were also very, very competitive. So Coach Ramirez, we still have one more finish here for Weslaco East in lane number 3. So that the Weslaco East team in lane 5 finished with a time of 2:16.66.
So we stand corrected. We apologize.
Now we'll move on to the boys. Let's see what we got here. So for the boys, it'll be the same thing. 2 teams from Weslaco East, 2 teams from Weslaco High School. And for Weslaco High, we'll have the team of Noah Valadez, Henry Sander, Derek Ganthu, and Nathan Parker. With top qualifying time of 1:39.62. They'll be in lane 4. In lane 3, we'll have the team from Weslaco East. In lane 5, we'll have the team from Weslaco East. And in lane 6, the team from Weslaco High School. And this will be the other team of Tyler Dillard, Diego Guerra, George Sander, and Tyler Martinez. So look out for the team from Weslaco in lane 4 of Valadez, Sander, Canthu, and Parker. They are the top team coming into this heat.
Well, we talked a little bit earlier, Carlos, about Joshua Blas out of Weslaco East competing in that Tisca competition. Well, Weslaco High had Nathan Parker, Noah Valadez, and Derek Canthu compete in that same competition. And it's just a great opportunity for them to get exposed to elite competition against swimmers from the best swimmers from around the state.
Lanes 3, 4, and 5. And 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Valadez out of the gates first for Weslaco High. First 50, and Valadez with a strong lead, half a body length over the team from Weslaco East. Henry Sander will jump in there next for the Panthers. Sander increased the lead by a little bit there, almost a full body length for the Panthers. Derek Canthu is next. So Canthu trying to maintain that lead here for the Panthers. The team from Weslaco East has cut into that lead a little bit. It looks like that's going to be John Miller coming in next. He's a strong swimmer for the Wildcats. So here we go, Parker. Parker, part of that regional qualifying team from a year ago, trying to maintain the lead here for Weslaco. Weslaco East coming on strong. And Parker, though, and the Weslaco Panthers are going to take this, trying to beat their time of 1:39.62. And they do, in fact, with a time of 1:39.38, Weslaco Panthers, a PR for them. Personal record for the team. Second place right there, the team from Weslaco East, 1:42.35.
That's also a personal record.
Personal record, there you go. That's what you're looking for at this point.
Right, right, great job there by both schools there.
The team from Weslaco, the other team from Weslaco picks up third with a time of 1:56.41, and then Weslaco East, 2:05.17. in fourth place. So the team of Dillard, Guerra, Sander, and Martinez with a time of 1:56.41. So that'll be the boys' 200-yard freestyle. Now we move to the girls' 100-yard backstroke competition. This will be number 9, the event number 19. We've got 24 events. So we're moving along here nicely. We're actually going to combine 2 of these events. We've got about 5 more left to go. And up next will be the girls' 100-yard backstroke. In lane 3 will be Teresa Velez from Weslaco East. In lane 4 will be Emily Cortez from Weslaco High. In lane 5 will be Cadence Calderon from Weslaco. And in lane 6, Bianca Valdez for the Lady Wildcats. 100-yard backstroke is next.
Emily Cortez comes in with the top seeding time at 1:20.90, and the closest to her, Carlos, is Calderon, her teammate, with 138.15. So Emily is heavily favored. And so far, she has a good lead to start the race there. It looks like lane number 5 is in second place. It would be Calderon.
First and second for the two young ladies from Weslaco High. Third and fourth, the two young ladies from Weslaco East. At this point of the race, it's the 100-yard backstroke. First 50 done here in the middle of the next 50. And Emily Cortez will bring it home.
Yeah, and Emily will finish comfortably in first place, but let's see if she can beat her seeding time. She may have a shot.
.122.12 as Cortez finishes in first place. A little bit over her top qualifying time of 1:20.90. Cadence Calderon trying to beat her best time of 1:38.15. And Cadence, for the time of 1:41.98, picks up second. And then from Weslaco East, 1:48.96 comes up in third by Velez. And in fourth place, Valdez for Weslaco East. Move on to the boys' 100-yard backstroke competition. .100-yard backstroke competition. Let me set you guys up right here. We'll start off with the Riley Gonzalez in lane 2 from Weslaco High School. In lane 3 will be Abraham Torres, also for the Panthers. In lane 4 will be Nathan Parker for Weslaco High. In lane 5 will be Carlos Jimenez for the Wildcats. In lane 6, Diego Agado from Weslaco High. And lane 7, Alejandro Trevino from Weslaco High. So it'll be 5 Panthers and 1 Wildcat here in this competition.
And Nathan Parker, the only swimmer with a seeding time of under 1.00. He comes at 58.15. Everybody else is 110 or above.
So Parker, tall individual. First 50 yards are done for him. And his split time of 29:32, Mike. So he's right around that 1 minute mark and below. Probably would have to push it a little bit to get his PR. In second place is Carlos Jimenez. Right there in lane 6. So Parker finished at right at 08, Mike. 1 minute.
Just barely.
0.08.
Yeah.
So not a personal record for him, but he picks up first place in this heat. Second place, Carlos Jimenez from Weslaco East, a time of 1:12.69. In third place, 1:16.12 for Abraham Torres. In fourth place, it's Diego Agado. Time of 1:19.98.
And if you're Coach Ramirez, you're excited for Carlos Jimenez because, I mean, he swims very well. He's only a sophomore.
Riley Gonzalez finishes in fifth place. And then it'll be Alejandro Trevino for the Wildcats, or actually for Weslaco High. Finishes the race at 1:48.68. Up next, we will have the breaststroke. We're going to combine the boys and the girls, so we'll combine 2 races here. Girls 100-yard breaststroke, we're only going to have 1 swimmer, and Julia Nájera. And we had talked a lot about her earlier. And then for the boys, we'll have a full slate of competitors. In lane 3 will be Tyler Dillard. In lane 4, Henry Sander. In lane 5, George Sander. All those individuals from Weslaco High School. In lane 6 will be Brandon Villarreal.
Henry Sander comes in with a top seating time of 107.82. And Julia Nájera's seating time is a 134.19.
So Julia Nájera, she's a senior for Weslaco East, regional finalist last year in the 200-yard freestyle. She's a co-captain of this team. And she also competed in a triathlon at one time, Mike Gonzalez.
Yeah.
And she's a four-year varsity swimmer.
And Coach Ramirez told me that she has an outside chance to break the school record, which is 132.99. So if she can do her personal best right now, she might have a shot to break the school record, which is one of the goals. She swam at a 133 flat back in October, so there's an outside chance.
I want to talk a little bit more about her. She played basketball at one time. She's also part of the track team. And here's something interesting that you don't see. She's part of the Weslaco East Fishing Club. Didn't know that there was one there, but she's part of the Weslaco East Fishing Club. She's a senior, and upon graduation, she wants to go to A&M Kingsville to pursue a degree as an attorney.
It's a great field to go in, that's for sure.
So I know there was a little announcement made, but it looks like Julia is still going to be competing in lane 1, trying to beat her time in the 100-yard breaststroke of 134.19. Top qualifying time for the boys will be Henry Sander, 107.82 in the 100-yard breaststroke. We got this competition, and then we have the relays for the boys and girls, and we will conclude our competition. Breaststroke underway here. In lane 4, Henry Sander in first place so far amongst the other 3 individuals. Talked about Nájera trying to do her best against the clock. The only girl in this competition, in this heat anyway.
Yeah, in this event, Carlos, you use a lot of your arms. You go in and out of the water, so breathing is very, very important. You have to establish a certain rhythm. It's about stretching. Really work out those arms there.
Sander blowing out the competition here. Trying to beat a time of 107.82, his best time. He's going to come close, and he does. A time of 105.55 for Henry Sander, the sophomore out of Weslaco High School, picks up first place here.
And I wonder if that's going to be a school record, Carlos. I see everybody giving him a round of applause because, yeah, coming into the race, Coach Trevino told me that he was about 1.5 seconds away from the school record, which is held by Bloomquist. So,
still finishing for Weslaco East, Julia, and Nájera, she finished the time of 137.56, and then we'll check the record here in a minute as Julia finishes her competition. The breaststroke in 2019 was 106.42, Mike Gonzalez. So, and that was set last year. So that's what the applause is for. Henry Sander, a time of 105.55, a new school record.
And you see everybody there congratulating him, the whole team there, boys and girls. And it's great to see. I mean, this is what it's all about, those kind of moments there. I mean, you even hear some of the fans, some of the parents here. You see the record there, great shot of it.
So Bloomquist breaks it in 2019. Sander comes in, and he breaks it in 2020. Just shows just how much faster they are getting as the years continue. Because a lot of these records, there used to be some old records up there, but you can see they're from the 2019s, 2018s. There's one from 2004 up way at the very, very top. But just 3 records from just a year ago, Parker Bloomquist, and then, of course, one of the relay teams there in the 200 free. And that one right there, I said 106, Brock Bloomquist. And the 100-yard breast, that no longer stands.
That no longer stands. You notice the names. I mean, Bloomquist, and then Wells. I mean, those were the two best individual swimmers that Weslaco High ever had. This guy is probably going to be the next one in line, Carlos. Only a sophomore, already setting records.
See what we got going on here. We got two swimmers. It looks like a freestyle going on right here. 400-yard freestyle. Not the relay, but just the freestyle. No, it is the relay. Yep, we got the relay teams up there. And so here we go. We got the team from Weslaco East, and then we got the girls team from Weslaco High. We do have the names for Weslaco High: Siller, Givlins, Cantu, and Cortez. Boys after this in the final competition. This is the 400 relay.
You see the girls team with a comfortable lead there. Just trying to end the meet on a high note for both the boys and the girls, for both schools, as they gear for district competition next week.
After Siller, this will be Bethany Givlins now in the water for the Lady Panthers. .400 yards, so 100 yards per swimmer. They come into a time here, the Weslaco team with a time of 5:10:03. The Weslaco East team had a qualifying time of 5:05:15.
You see Givlins there, just smooth in the water. Stretching her arms there and doing the proper technique there.
And this team continues at this pace. They're going to break their own personal record as a relay team, as Jessica Cantu is now in the water. Boys 400-yard relay after this. They'll have 2 more legs in this competition for the girls. Jessica Cantu now, Lady Panthers, enters the water. Cortez will finish up for the Lady Panthers.
And once again, Carlos, it's just all about beating their personal times. It's about momentum. It's about improving. It's about swimming in front of your family and friends in your own home for the last time this season for the seniors. It's the last time ever in competition. Just want to end on a high note.
Getting ready for district competition, which will be next week. Seems like we just got back from the Christmas holidays, and they start off, with spring sports, basketball, swimming, powerlifting. Powerlifting's in full swing now. Baseball's right around the corner as well, and softball.
Soccer just started a few weeks ago.
Well, soccer starts in December.
Okay, yeah. So right now we have a bunch of tournaments going on locally.
The spring sports are here, and everything is going smoothly at WISD for competitors across the different sports. So we'll be here, KWS will be here covering as much as possible throughout the school year. 2020. And this is Emily Cortez trying to finish up. for the Lady Panthers. A time of 4:33 right now on the clock. We've got one more lap to go.
I know Emily's going to have a big week next week with the relay teams. Trying to go back to the regionals last year, the 400 freestyle and a 200 freestyle.
So Weslaco will beat their qualifying time. They shatter it with a time of 4:42.91, picking up first place. Weslaco East, a time of 5:30.69. That's the first team. A time of 5:30.60, or do they have another lap to go?
Yeah, I think they just have one more lap.
I think you're right. Yeah, they flashed it up on the board that was it, but there's actually one more lap to go here. So that is excellent news here, because they came in with a time of 5:10.03 and with a time of 4:42.91. That's a big improvement going into district.
Yeah, you notice that Emily Cortez, when she jumped into the pool, it was like another level there. And the relay team finished strong.
The East team also trying to finish strong as they get ready for district competition. And one of the things Josie Ramirez says, that her team, they don't give up, they don't stop, they keep competing and try to improve every single meet.
Yeah, they come at you. I mean, these are kids that they work hard, put in all the hours, and in the end, it's just about competing. It's about representing your school, about having fun.
And that'll end it for the girls team from Weslaco East. So we move on to the boys' 400-yard relay. See the final time there for the team from Weslaco East, 6:55.78. So let's set you guys up here for the boys' 400-yard relay in this dual meet between Weslaco East and Weslaco High School 2020 competition. In lane 3, we'll have the team from Weslaco East of Jaime Valdez, Diego Agado, Ethan Pryor, and Eduardo Flores. Then we'll have the team from Weslaco High of Tyler Dillard, Diego Guerra, George Sander, and Tyler Martinez. In lane 5, we'll have the team from Weslaco East. And in lane 6, the team also from Weslaco East. Top qualifying time, the team from Weslaco High of Dillard, Guerra, Sander, and Martinez for a time of 3:30.43. The 4 teams competing here, 2 from Weslaco High, 2 from East. Close competition between the 2 teams from Weslaco High. That's Valdez and Dillard going neck and neck here in lanes 3 and 4.
A little healthy competition between the 2.
That's the team from Weslaco East and Weslaco High that are going back and forth there.
Oh, I
apologize
see.
for that, Mike. And that is Tyler Dillard and the team from Weslaco East. And East now has taken the lead in this 400 relay. So East with the lead here, going into lap number 2.
The East is actually starting to extend the lead a little bit there. You see the turn.
Full body length here for the Wildcats. Lead. Trying to pick up first place in this final competition here, this final event, the boys 400-yard freestyle relay.
Weslaco East with a comfortable lead now.
Yeah, pulling away at this point.
Yeah, they're in control.
They came in with a time of 3:57.13, and they're going to shatter that. Most definitely are the Wildcats here in the 400-yard relay.
When we talk about momentum, how important is momentum going into a big competition next week? Well, this is it right here. This is perfect for the Wildcats to not only win the race, but shatter their season's best.
This is the third leg of competition here in the boys' 400-yard freestyle relay. One more swimmer to enter the water. East comfortably in first place. Trying to best their personal 3:57.13. And that's John Miller. You hear the crowd calling out his name. And you can also see that he's just an athlete that's a little bit faster than the rest. You can see the speed in his swimming and his technique.
I mean, the way the water splashes too, that thunderous splash. He's a great athlete and a great swimmer. And Coach Ramirez compared him to Jerry Roan. I mean, you can see why. Just phenomenal to watch. Just excellent technique.
So John Miller is going to help the Wildcats win the final competition, the final event. The 400 relay team for Weslaco East is the winner, the freestyle, and they do it with a time of 3:57.62.
So right on pace. I mean, they came in with a 3:57.13, so fell a little short, but still an excellent race.
Second place team goes to Weslaco High. Third place, the other team from Weslaco East. Well, actually, they're still out there. The other team from Weslaco East, another lap to go, and the other team from Weslaco High as well. So the top two teams from East and High. First goes to East, second goes to High. The High team with a time of 4:21.64. The other team from Weslaco High finishes with a team of 4:47.80, and the other team from Weslaco East finishing up strong here. Final time of 4:57.50. So that'll wrap it up. Our competition here for the 2020 Weslaco ISD dual meet between Weslaco East and Weslaco High School. Both these two teams getting ready for district competition next week in Brownsville. We would like to wish them both good luck as they move on to district competition and hopefully on to regionals. On behalf of Mike Gonzalez and everybody at KWES, good night, everybody, and thanks for joining us here on KWES.